happy Monday. I almost said happy Tuesday because this is on Tuesdays, but now we do them on Mondays. So answering your questions on these videos always, you can always put those in the comments below for future videos if you have them. But what we're doing today is Pilates exercise you can do while on the road using a wall. The reason I'm using a wall is when you travel, sometimes you don't have access to the ground. I will show you a couple things you can do if you can get on the floor. I tend to travel with a big scarf, so I can even lay that down at an airport. Or you can have a towel at your hotel room, things like that. But the great thing about using a wall and doing some Pilates when you're traveling is that often travel requires sitting, unless you're on a long walk as a journey. Generally speaking, you're on a plane, you're on a train, you're in a car. And so what I wanted to make sure that we did was use a wall so you can do something standing and really help open up the front of your hips, work your back, all those things. So the first thing you can do, I've talked about this before, but I really love to start with having your feet up a little bit more than your own foot distance away from the wall, and then just trying to get your hips, your chest, your heart, so you're not like this, heart and head against the wall, right? If your head is here and you cannot get it back unless you do this, like chin up like a Pez dispenser, then I want you just to work what you can, okay? Take one of your sweatshirts and put it back there so that you can do the double chin thing instead of the Pez thing, right? Then what you'll do is take your arms up like goalposts, and you're going to try to get your elbows and your fingertips on the wall without popping off the wall, like whack-a-mole. So everything can stay on, and then you're just going to slide the elbows up and down and just on this wall. Hopefully yours is not brick, so it should feel really good. But this helps open the chest, and it works all the muscles around the shoulders, really helping us pull that posture back after usually being in a car or a plane where you're like, just trying to like survive, right? So then once you do that, if you're feeling really good, you can take your arms by your side and then you pump your arms for your 100. So you're doing a full inhale, 5 breaths, and a full exhale. And you're trying to use the reach into your legs, not by shoving your knees back, by working your seat and all of your muscles to stay against the wall. And what you'll find is there's a vertebra that wants to go on, off, on, off, on, off, right? So when you do this, you can really try to work more length in your spine, more length in your waist. You're going to feel taller when you're done with this. Then to stretch your back, you stand in those legs. Make sure the weight is across all 4 corners of your feet. So big toe, pinky toe, inner heel, outer heel. And then we can round forward like we're doing the roll up. You'll get stuck, like especially if you've been traveling, you're on the road, your lower back's a little tight, you're going to get a little stuck. So you probably won't go all the way down. But if you can peel off one part at a time and not a big chunk, then feel free to get to where it's just your booty on the wall. Do this a few times, and again, it's like a nice massage on the spine, trying to find all those sticky parts. Then arms against the wall, one leg forward, circle this leg. So all we're trying to do is train the standing leg. The inner thigh and outer hip are going to be working. And then your abdominals, believe it or not, are working so hard against this wall that you don't tip over just because we lost one of our tripods, right? And then we take the other leg forward. We'll do the exact same thing. You'll find out really quickly which side of your body needs to do it again. So for me, I probably would want to repeat the side I just did. So I would do that one first, then the other side, then that side again, right? And then again, keeping everything against the wall. So just really working reversing that posture that travel seats give us. Bring one knee in, single leg stretch, set it down. Other knee in, set it down. And you're just seeing, can I use my stomach muscles to bring this in? And can I stretch my hip? You can actually hold it even longer than maybe you would in an exercise on the mat just to get a nice hip stretch there, right? All right, then we're going to separate the feet, take them a little further out, and wall squats. And when you wall squat, the shoulders should still be back. You're trying to get your hips in line with your knees, in line with your ankles. And then you slide up. And again, hopefully on a wall. That's not brick. And you'll slide down. And if you have a timer, use it. Work yourself up to a minute. It's really a nice thing to do, right? Okay, then we're not done. So push-ups. If you can find a bench that's even better, but you can do them at the wall. Just step back, take your arms out in front of your shoulders and do some push-ups, right? So further away you walk away, the harder it is, but you're doing these push-ups, nice full body exercise. We don't have to put our hands on the floor, lucky us. Next one is a side plank. So your star on the reformer can be done on a wall. So just put your arm out in front with your shoulder, walk your feet out, and then we can do top arm, top leg, up and down. Woo, you're gonna work those outer hips. You can do top arm and top leg forward. You can do top arm forward, bottom leg back. You can do the series. This is all the stuff you do on the reformer. And if you're someone who's scared to do on the reformer, do this on the wall anyways, right? Make sure you do both sides. Now, if you feel comfortable getting on the floor, most hotel rooms do not have a whole space to lay down all the way and have room for your arms and legs to circle around. I wish they did. They really don't. So for me, I can do some other things, right? First, I can take my feet up the wall, and it takes a little bit to figure out where you need to be, but then I can do teasers, and I can push my feet into the wall, and having this nice closed chain really helps keep it out of my hip flexors, and I can use my whole center. All right, and then I can test myself. Can I do this and lift my feet up? Woo, right? The next thing we can do, again, using the wall, is to get a little closer, place your feet on the wall, and shoulder bridge. So again, working the back line after all that time in a chair is really nice because the wall to make sure that my hips didn't leave, because you know how you like shimmy when you twist. So I'll just keep my sacrum against the wall there. I'll twist to the other side, get this arm out of the way. I can even use the wall to help, but I'm trying to keep this right hip back so I don't over twist and it turning. So they're just some of the things you can do while traveling on the road using a wall. If you do feel comfortable getting on the floor wherever you're traveling, you can still use the wall for some of those other exercises. 5 to 10 reps of everything. Feel free to do 2 rounds if you want more. And then, notice what the wall tells you. When you do have access to get on the floor, check out how your practice changed, because our bodies are different every single day. And especially when we travel, they do get a little bit more interesting as our practice goes. But you'd be surprised if you do some of this stuff the whole time you travel every single day. When you come back to your regular practice, you haven't lost anything. I'm Leslie Logan with OnlinePilatesClasses.com. Thank you so much for being here live. We do this every single Monday at 9 a.m. answering your questions with videos and where we love to do life better. Have a good day.